this is Aria, and I play drums in the band Skindred.
And I'm Mikey, and I play guitar for Skindred.
Okay, so this is slightly different to the other interviews I've been doing, because you've always been on my radar, and I've always liked all the nerds, but I've only really recently started to get into you. So I've got my friends who know a lot more about you than I do, but I asked them for some questions.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So you might get some more interesting ones from me. Just go, what's your favourite biscuit?
Well, why don't we do those, and then, not to put you on spot, I reckon you should ask us at least 2 questions.
Okay.
Not that you've prepared.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
That sounds good.
Okay.
So these are from Asher Baker. He says, why do you think you've moved away from this reggae and jump songs a bit and moved to metal kind of?
Ooh.
I don't think we have, have we?
I don't think we have either.
I don't think we do feel like that.
Asking other people questions.
Who's Ashley Baker?
Asher Baker.
Asher Baker.
Baker.
He's a friend of mine.
Asher
Why
Baker.
does he feel that we've done that? More importantly,
Yeah, I
because
mean-
I wouldn't say that I feel that we have.
I don't think we have. I think I thought we Kill the Power. We moved back to more of that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? With Get a Long Time and those tracks that, I thought it was more like, okay, well that's an interesting one. Well, no, it's not that it hasn't worked. I just it's more of a statement that I don't agree with, rather than a topic that's up for debate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a matter of opinion.
Yeah, and
Talk about
mine's
that.
different to his,
Yeah.
and probably the rest of the band as well. Actually, I could actually,
Yeah, I put my money on that one.
yeah,
Sorry, Asher Baker, but I would argue that,
that we haven't.
we have not done that.
I think
We bounced back. I have and will.
yeah. Needless to say, we may have the last laugh.
So, how tough have the last 8 years been? At what point do you consider yourself a fan?
What's the significance about the 8 years?
Again, this is probably getting somebody else to write.
What happened 8 years ago?
Uh,
Well, where are we? That's 2006, isn't it?
2006. Okay,
2006. So we were 2 albums in by then.
2 albums in. We've been in the band for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
So-
4 or 5 years.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think over the last 8 years, the band has gone from strength to strength.
I'll tell you what we did do was probably put a bit more time into touring the UK.
Yeah, that's very true. For up until 2006, we were in America, weren't
For
we?
a lot of the time, yeah.
And I think we had to, when we came back from America, we started literally, I think it was from scratch back over here. They re-released the record again, and then we started touring it, doing the Barfly and all those small clubs that we still play, but we had to play them, and I think we had to slog again. So I mean, we're just fortunate to be doing this 8 years on, to be quite honest. If you know what I mean, 10 years, 12 years, 8 years. I mean,
Yeah, I'll say.
and now we're headlining a festival, in Surrey. That's beautiful, you know what I mean?
So did you reach the point where you felt like you were a famous band? Because undoubtedly you are.
I don't think you ever. Well, I've never. When people say it, I go, oh, do you know what? Actually, yeah, maybe we're perceived like that. I never
I
feel
think
it
it's
like
other
that.
people's perception rather than how you feel yourself, because we're too close to it to be able to say. It's like when someone says, "Oh, you've lost weight," or "You've got weight," so I have. You see yourself every day, and you can't see the change. But
I think when you see your name on a festival poster with bands that your mates have heard of, you've heard of, it's like you see yourself with Queens of the Stone Age, the Foo Fighters, Skindred, and you're like,
wow, okay.
okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm just bringing names out of the air, but it's like this year at Download, it was, we're on the main stage, 4th on, 5th on, whatever it was, and Aerosmith are headlining on our stage, or it's like you're up there with names that people
That
have
kind of
heard
context makes you go,
But
wow.
yeah, it's cool. It's very cool.
So you mentioned places like the Barfly and stuff like that. What would you say personally your favourite music venue? Are there anyone in particular?
I love the Cavern in Exeter. It's where I grew up. Any venue that's I think steeped in musical history. They tend to be my favourites, where I can go and go. I don't know.
Rock City's cool.
Rock City's great because every band's played there, and I think that's the thing that spurs me on is some of your favourite bands have played on the stage you're going to play.
Brighton Concord, Brixton Academy.
Yeah, Brixton's
Places
great.
like that. Places where you've gone to see a band and gone, wow. The Astoria in London was one of those
it's
places,
great.
and I wish we'd got to headline it before they knocked it down. Something we could have done by now, but unfortunately
Yeah.
it's not gone. That was where I went to see bands when I was, a teenager, go up to London and watch you name it, at the Astoria. So that was a real bucket list thing.
I remember when we headlined Brixton.
Yeah, that was
And,
pretty mental.
I went the last time I was there. The first time I went there was to see White Zombie in like 1994 or 5. You know, it was like, and then like 20 years later.
You're doing it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So,
So, do you think it's going to be harder for small bands to make it break the scene now?
it depends how good they are. Depends how good they are. I don't think there's any. If you're a great band, you're going to do all right. I don't, yeah, there are plenty of bands that haven't been discovered, but I think if you're a great band, people are going to hear you and find you, and you're going to create excitement for yourself. I really believe that. I think there's a certain amount of being in the right place at the right time, but
it still is a meritocracy at some point, where if you're good, you get noticed. I think it's just how much you stand out or blend in. I think
you have to be proactive with your band. I believe that. We were talking about that earlier. I think you need to be proactive. I don't think you can just sit there and wait to be discovered.
the phone's not going to ring.
And to be honest, now it's even easier. You can email your bloody song to someone, on the other side of the world, and they can check it out like that. You get instant feedback. So I don't think there's any excuse. I think get your music out there, create your own buzz, and people will come to you. I think you've got to work it yourself. Don't expect anyone to give it to you. Work hard.
Do you remember your first gig?
Yeah, vividly. As Skindred and my first gig, yeah.
What was your first gig? Not as...
I played a Battle of the Bands in Devon in 1996. That was my first ever gig, and we didn't win. But I remember I'd read all this stuff beforehand, like 'cause you could read books and magazines and like watch videos, and I was like, right. Apparently, you're supposed to sort of treat it. If you're playing a little club, that you're playing Wembley Stadium. I remember sort of we played the first
right.
song. Yeah, like I'm having it. Like this, that's what I remember.
That's great.
We were dog shit, but it was really fun.
There's a place where I grew up. I grew up in a town outside Oxford called Wantage, and the school I went to had like a youth club, and it had this little gig thing in it called the Sweatbox, and it was brilliant. Really, it was like a place where kids could go and plug into gear and play gigs, and without that was a real sort of first step into any kind of music thing. Really, I think it's a really good thing that when towns and schools have things like that. I played my first gig there in front of friends and stuff. I think it was like a Battle of the Bands style thing as well.
My second gig I won the Battle of Bands. Thank you. I just wanted to get that in there.
I never won a Battle of Bands.
Yeah.
We did one once, and we were the best band, and we was robbed.
I thought we were robbed at the first one.
Absolutely robbed. We did a song in soundcheck, yeah, and the guy mixing was like, "Right, you guys have got this in the bag." And we were like, "Yeah, that's right." And then all the other bands played; they were dog shit, and we came last because it was a popularity contest.
Yeah.
It wasn't in our hometown, and there was more people voting.
I remember
they had more mates than us there.
Have you ever thought about getting back in contact with them and going, look at me now?
Well, I'm still friends with everyone. I was in a band with my sister, my best friend. I still know every single member. Still like some of the closest people to me. So, and they're all very proud or very disapproving. I don't know. Nah,
Not jealous.
definitely not. Everyone's very.
If they're
cool.
jealous, they're not a real mate, are they?
Yeah, exactly. But the first Skindred gig was what? It was Huddersfield. Yeah, we drove all day to get to this tiny little pub.
We got drunk.
Yeah, it was really weird because our sort of tour manager at the time, he was meeting his ex-wife up there.
Chickenhead.
Yeah, and we got pissed up, and our management were there. And Benji like
around
ran
Christmas,
through the
wasn't
crowd.
it?
There was no stage. It was like one of those sort of like functions room in a pub. There was no stage. There was like a tiny little PA, a couple of lights. And Benji like ran through the stage and took out like
Our management.
some of
Yeah,
our
you winded
management.
her, didn't you?
Yeah, we properly winded her.
By mistake, obviously.
Yeah. But that's what I remember from that thing. I remember all kinds of stuff about it. That's the highlights.
God, we're giving gold here, aren't we? Giving gold. Interview gold.
Well, in terms of interview goals, I've been told to
Let's bring the mood down.
I've been told to ask you what you think of dubstep and whether you consider artists like Plastic Man and Big Influence in UK jungle mashup styles on the dubstep platform.
Who asked that question? No. No. That's You're not Asher, are you?
No, that's my brother.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry. I mean, the dubstep sort of thing. With me, dance music's it's really transient, isn't it? It moves really quickly. It moves much quicker than
fast as
guitar.
technology.
Yeah, as fast as technology is. It's moving on. It's changing. I think so. If you incorporate any kind of technology in your music, with us, it's either drum and bass, dance, the ragga stuff, jungle. You're predating your music, I think. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just think when the next thing comes out, which I don't know is going to come out, we might have a dabble in that. Who knows? Because we can. We like dance music. We like all these elements of this kind of music, and we don't mind borrowing from all of it. And so I'm not dubstep till I die. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how the other artists are doing. I have a friend who's a dubstep artist who told me actually today, he was telling it's slowing down. So I don't know. I mean, he said he's struggling out there in America. He said it's still huge. Over this side, it's it's slowing down, and who knows?
I think a lot of dance music, particularly, kind of has this underground thing, and it bubbles and bubbles and bubbles, and then when it hits the mainstream, it's kind of a countdown, an egg timer for it to become unfashionable kind of thing. I think everyone, all those diehards who were there at the beginning, kind of begin to lose interest, or even kind of go, oh, this was our music, it's been given to the masses, and it sort of dies to death.
All that retro nice now, isn't it?
Yeah. See, if you were a 90s DJ, you'd be killing it right now.
Yeah.
This is the rhythm of the night.
Is that what's next then?
Do you know what? We dip our. You heard him, right? He's got a great set of pipes that need to be sampled.
Corona, rhythm of the night.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, fuck that, man.
That's your idea of hell, I think.
Yeah. See, I left him hanging there. Sorry.
I wanted, questions like that might be intriguing and interesting. But the first one I got was from my friend Lorna. She says, "Are you cats or dog people?"
Dog people.
I am a dog
You've got to be
person.
careful about this, haven't you?
Yeah, Phoebe can't hear me, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, your girlfriend's got a cat, and it's people.
I've just been asked if I'm a dog person or a cat person on
I'm
interview.
very much a dog person. I like cats as well, but I have a dog.
Fell out with a cat the other day.
Cats can be difficult because they can be really aggro.
Yeah.
Which is fine. When it's your cat, that's cool. But when it's when it's someone else's cat, it can
I'm
be
trying to learn the cat. Trying to learn the ways.
Good luck.
I'm interested.
I thought you meant like an instrument. That could be.
Learn the cat.
learn the cat.
I suppose if you grab it in different ways, it's going to make really cool sounds.
Like a Rubik's cube.
Yeah. I'm generally a dog person, but I like cats.
Good answer.
I like all of God's creatures.
All creatures, great and small. Yeah.
Question from my friend Pete says, "Where's the weirdest place you've ever woken up?"
Pete, how dare you?
Do you know what? I remember in my old van waking up to John Burrow pissing on the 10. Yeah.
I woke up pissing once.
Can you edit out his name? Because he won't like that.
Yeah, Beat.
Please, yeah.
Just say,
edit
edit
out.
that bit out, just say the Beast.
Yeah,
Your friend the Beast.
The Beast pissed on the tent. I remember waking up to that.
I used to sleep well when I was a kid, when I was really young. I wake up in other rooms and stuff.
I still have my moments, don't I? So.
I don't do that really much anymore. I don't know. I don't think I've woken up anywhere.
Do you know that feeling when you wake up and you can't remember where you are?
Yeah, that happens all the time.
That happens all the time, and that's a strange feeling. Like
that panic, that
glance
3
around.
second panic going.
Yeah, where am I? Yeah.
And it's like a hotel or something like that.
But that's just down to travelling and
No
a couple of
sleep.
sherries at the end of the night.
A couple of cheeky stiff ports
Yeah.
and a wedge of cheese.
Ooh, lovely.
Roquefort.
So we're on to your questions now, aren't we?
My questions.
And you and okay, actually, I'll be quiet. Let's have
It's
them.
not going to make for a good interview, but
Well, I'll be quiet while you speak, because that would be.
Speak.
the one I've been asking everyone, which has got a lot of different answers, is if you had to kill me, one of the members of the band, which one would it be?
We've done this in the van.
Have you?
It changes, right? Or is it always
Done
Benji?
this. I think it comes back to Benji simply because he's got a bit more mass than everyone else,
Yeah.
and
It's never a malice thing with us. It's literally
no, it's just
down
literally
to
common sense.
I'm the smallest, so
Yeah, Arya's going to be a morsel.
yeah.
Whereas, Benji, have you seen the size of his arms? His neck muscle could keep me going for weeks. He's got a great big
But then,
shoulders on him,
If you ask the band without me present, they'd probably say me to shut me the fuck up.
that.
The annoying factor. So
Who do you reckon would be like
Last.
No. Who do you reckon would have the finest meat on them?
Well, you don't drink anymore. But
Yeah,
you
but
still
I
have.
eat
You
tons
had.
of- I eat tons of shit.
Yeah, I mean, Dan eats really healthy. It's about.
I reckon Dan's probably like Wagyu beef.
Yeah.
I reckon eating Dan Pugsley would be like Wagyu beef style. 'cause he
Sturge
looks
is
after
pretty.
himself.
Sturge is the youngest. Is actually I do
Sturge eats
Sturge.
shit though. Sturge survives on like fucking Poundland burritos and crap like that. He's
Pretty
probably
tasty.
Like,
You are what
yeah.
you eat, right? I wouldn't mind chowing down a little burrito.
A Poundland one.
Eh,
I don't know, mate. I don't think he. I don't know.
chowing down on a little.
I'm going to stick with Benji's shoulders because
Right.
they're massive and plentiful.
There you go. I mean, once the mob get involved, I can't really argue with it. If two of them are saying we're going to go for Benji, I'd be an idiot to go against them. So, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
You have to get in on it.
Yeah. It will make the slaughtering process
Or
much
the
easier.
Attentions could turn to you.
Yeah.
Take out the little one.
Certainly makes an interesting life.
See, I've avoided all. I've avoided
I don't
eating
really
this point.
want to have to sort of dehair you and do the plucking and all that rubbish.
Yeah, you have to be a pretty good sort of forager.
Yeah, make the meat taste like shit.
Okay.
So, if you had the chance to collaborate with anyone, ever, living or dead,
Oh, I know.
Queen.
Yeah, Fredster. Get on them pipes, bro.
So like 7 then.
Yeah,
the
Fredster.
Yeah, it's got mate.
Yeah, I'd have Freddie Mercury. I'd be the drummer of Queen during their Night of the Opera, Day at the Races period, which is the glory years, or the magic years as they refer to them. I'd do that. And Benji and Freddie Mercury would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Also. God, I don't know. That's really difficult. I never have anything prepared for these sorts of.
No.
Who's your
Chuck
favourite
Berry,
band?
why don't you jam with him?
Oh, he's always out of tune.
Well, that came in the
Oh,
house.
Me too. Yeah, he'd be good. Nah, someone a bit more
Are
incendiary.
you guesting with the band? Can we turn it round? Who would you like to guest with?
guess with the band.
All right, I'd like to guest with Queen during Magic Years, Night of the Opera, Day at the Races period.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd guest on there.
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, like
What, do you want to play drums? What do you want to do?
I want to be like Bez on stage with Led, like basically have and just be peeled off my face, and with them all going up. For God's
When you
sake.
want to compete with Robert Plant, you could do that.
No.
Do Immigrant Song.
No, I would just be Bez, like yeah, man. Be Northern.
Okay.
Be the only Northerner in Led
So
Zeppelin.
who would you like to get on a Skindred record?
That's tough, right? The next Skindred record. What
Next Skindred record.
reality? This is a pitch now.
Yeah.
This is going out to them. Someone really.
Do you know who I'm going to ask to be on it? I haven't asked you guys, but I'd like him to do it. Is a drummer. I want to do this idea. I told you I wanted to do it on the last record. I want to get this really famous death metal drummer called Gene Hoglan
Oh yeah.
to do a sample for us, because I met him a couple of times. He's become sort of friends with us now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Old
he's
Gene.
a cool dude, isn't he?
Real cool dude. I don't know if anyone knows, he played in like Death, Strapping Young Lad, he was in Testament,
He's
Fear
like
Factory.
the drummer, isn't he?
He's their thrash metal, death metal drummer.
Yeah. He's a cool dude.
Really nice guy, yeah. So I want to ask if Gene wants to do that.
Oh, okay.
So this will be the first time I put that out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that happens then, this is an exclusive.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ruining the surprise.
It's alright,
Are you off microphone as well?
Well, I'm going to have to dump in my questions
Yeah.
back again. Not the ideal setup.
So yeah, Gene Hoglan, I'd like to do that. And who else should we have? Got to have a guitar player for having a drummer. So we need to fill a guitar spot, drum spot, and bass spot now.
We need a bad man guitar player.
Jack White.
Yeah, Jack White would be good.
So Jack White, Gene Hoglan.
That's pretty.
That's pretty out there.
Alright.
Bass player.
So now you
The guy from Level 42.
What's his name? King. Mark King. Yeah. Okay. So we've got
Okay,
Mark
yeah.
King, and he's going to sing.
Um,
We've written the song for them, and they're just going to play it and add their touches in.
Bjork.
Okay, there you go.
It's gonna be so shit.
Yeah. So we
It'd be
get them
brilliant.
all on the same song.
It'd be great, but do you reckon they'd get on? I don't see it personally.
Well, they'd have to do it in different studios.
It's a bit like doing a drawing where you draw the head and then someone else draw the body and then.
Bjork won't fly. She told me that last time we were talking.
Oh yeah. I won't do it. No way.
Please try and make this.
The super group.
Yeah, man.
What should we call it? Well, it's Skindred, really, isn't it? Just
Big Tings.
big things. Yeah,
The Big Tings. Not the Ting Tings, but the Big Tings.
big things.
Big Tings. Yeah. It's done. It's a done deal.
Cool.
I'll
You've
get-
got one more question, I reckon.
I've got one more question,
Yeah.
and that is, obviously, all different styles, all of that stuff.
Skindred specific, yeah.
Yeah. But if you had to choose one, if you could only ever play in one style, one particular genre.
It's a hard question
Yeah.
when you love all music.
Yeah.
I mean, the cool answer would be I'm not picking, man.
Yeah.
I love music. It's my thing. But I'd probably pick rock music.
Yeah.
Because the umbrella of rock is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that encompasses punk, metal, speed metal, thrash metal, new metal, alternative,
Jam rock.
grunge. Yeah. So yeah, rock.
Rocksteady.
And if you had to pick one of them, subgenres.
Ooh. I just like all music, man. Can't pick.
That's the sound guy. That's what's going on.
I just play music.
Okay, yeah, do you really want me to answer that?
Not if you don't want to.
I think Mike should answer it. I've been talking too much.
Skiffle.
That'd be cool.
Skiffle. Skiffle.
I'm not doing that shit.
I think it's super low.
It's yeah.
I suppose I could do the washboard thing, couldn't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Washboard.
What was that band? Throw Rag. Remember them? On the Warped Tour.
Yeah.
They were like a skiffle band, weren't they?
Is it that band Larry and his Flask or something as well that do all that? Or is it? No, it's someone
No.
else. There's another one. I'm getting mixed up something else. Never mind.
So last one, what's next? What do you know? What's going on? What's the plan?
In the world or with Skindred?
However you choose to interpret that question.
Well, okay,
If you can answer
I can do my sales pitch for the band. We can get that boring bit out of the way, then we can talk shit again.
All that stuff.
You do that.
So, with Skindred, for the UK, because that's, I mean, this is the World Wide Web, but we're talking UK festivals, right?
Yeah.
We're doing festivals,
Yeah.
which I'm really looking forward to.
That is going to be wicked.
Got a couple of cool special Halloween shows, because we always play at Halloween. But then the thing we're really excited about, we're excited about all of it, but we're really excited about going on tour with Steel Panther.
Oh, wicked.
Have you heard of Steel Panther?
Yeah.
So we're going to go on tour with them next year, and we're doing some really big venues, and we haven't supported the band for a while, so it'll be
Oh,
quite good
really?
fun. Yeah, it'll be quite good fun.
We're doing Wembley.
Yeah. So Wembley in March, a couple nights in Manchester, Wolverhampton, Glasgow. So that's the sort of the long plan.
That's the next big thing.
But in between, nice. But in between that, that's the way you drill it, you know. In between that, European stuff. I think we go back to Japan. Loads of little bits and bobs. Just
Bit
keep
of
on
Europe.
touring. Yeah. I feel like this isn't being videoed, but I keep remembering that it's being videoed.
Yeah, homie over here keeps looking over and going,
Oh, yeah.
I got that. We got you.
It's supposed to be green naturalistic.
It's good.
It's good,
He's
it's
like,
so far away.
that You're like getting really relaxed, and every now and again you realise this is all being documented. Holy shit.
Do you find the audience? Do you find you get a different reaction?
We're just chatting. Now you're on a roll now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, this is actually going quite well, isn't it?
Yeah, I can ask more questions.
Yeah, it is different.
Yeah. But
It's just the band turning up.
I don't know. Is that our band?
They're going to take over.
That is our band.
It's our band, is it?
It
It
is.
is our band.
Yay.
Yeah. What were we saying?
Um,
Yeah, in Japan, for example, they go. They like go nuts, and then there's a big silence. Like they're all really,
Very all or nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's all, and then immediately nothing. Yeah.
the cool answer would be to say there's no difference. Everyone just loves rocking.
Yeah.
But I'm not cool or that prepared.
I mean, they do love rocking. To be fair,
Oh, they go nuts, but then they're really sort of.
I like the
as well.
shows recently where we've had to go on and win the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, so even though we're
More festivals.
yeah, and if you're opening up, I mean, we're headlining tonight, but that doesn't mean anything to me. I still think we're going to have to go out and win new people. You know, they didn't buy tickets to see Skindred, they bought tickets for Redfest. We just happen to be headlining. So I feel like we need to, you know, we're not going to do anything different, we're going to do what we do, but there's going to be an element of, I want to win them over. I want the people at the back who aren't, you know, maybe Skindred fans or don't know us to go, oh, that sounds cool, or that looks cool, and want to come and take part, really.
You take the guy at the back who's not getting off, and you make him get off.
Yeah, and you play every gig like it's your last,
Yeah.
and every gig like it's Wembley Stadium,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Do you know what? It fucking works.
Yeah.
It does. You know, all that business. Yeah, love it. So
that.
yeah, I like having to win the crowd over, and I get a kick out of it when Benji, our singer, you know, he's working and really working it because he's got a great gift for that. And it's lovely to be at the back because I play drums and just be watching that unfold. And so under this gobby facade, I still enjoy.
I don't think you gobby, mate. I think you're all right. I think
I've had a beer, so that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, flipping heck. Careful.
Oh yeah, look at these two.
These two Herberts. Camera pans around.
Let's get them in here really quickly. Yeah, let's do a quick
Beckon.
What can I ask them?
life of a roadie.
What's the life of a
Life of a
roadie?
roadie.
Oh, come here
Come
quickly.
in, we're just doing a quick interview, and we want you in now.
Alright, come and sit down for a minute. Come and sit down. Here you go. Come sit down here. Come on, and you as well. Come on. Come sit down. Come on, you got to do it. This is really quick. Come on. Come on.
What are we doing?
Really quick question for our man here.
Yeah, we had a great trip down. It's been fantastic, isn't it? How was your train journey?
7 hours?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, long time.
7 hours.
These guys are lovely to work for. No, they are genuinely.
Is that the
Take us all over the place.
Diplomatic.
Yeah, summer's been brilliant. Couldn't have asked for a better summer.
Nice.
Top job. Top job.
There you go.
We done.
So there you have it. There you have it. From the horse's mouth.